I don't know. I can't speak to like the purpose from the unfollowing. That's something you have to ask him. I don't know. But what I can say is there was no malicious intent, and I was not make in any way making an attempt to weaponize the moment. And when it had been weaponized before, I shut it down from my perspective. However, my homeboy had died, and my homeboy no longer with us, right? So the song and that we speaking about is me memorializing or kind of painting the picture of all the extremities from what extremes to the next we experienced and encountered together as him being my best friend. And that's just kind of something that unintentionally happened, but it was an extremity. And if you listen to the line after, I say, but that's still my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he did all this wild shit, even though we went through all this wild shit, he did this, he did this, he did this, he even did this, but that's still my brother, right?
Right.
So it isn't as much about, about that incident and how it and who was involved. You know what I mean? Like it ain't targeted. I didn't target him.
Right.
And it wasn't. I don't see how it being taken as a diss. I honestly don't understand it. You dig? But at the end of the day, I've always been taught that if I know I didn't have any ill intent, and I know that I didn't like intentionally set out to do anything that should cause any discomfort to someone, and if they kind of get a negative vibe or get emotional in some kind of way, just have some negative thoughts about it, that ain't really nothing for me to get involved with.
Right. Because it wasn't your intention. And we all know the internet, literally, I just saw you, and the internet can take something and blow it up. So it could just all be misconstrued and taken out of context.
I mean, it's definitely being sensationalized and taken out of context, and the blogs and the tabloids, I think. And for instance, if he were to hear it come from them without hearing it himself, then and if he were to allow himself to be kind of like led by their comments, and what I'm saying, I mean, I just don't think I see him as being a lot more smart, like a lot smarter than that.
Yeah,
I feel like he's a different kind of individual, a little more, a little more savvier than that. But shit, I just gotta let the universe deal with it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it's as big of a deal as people trying to make it out.